Let's
Yo,
go.
we are
How are
back.
you?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Actually, a lot better after this charity stream was over because I think we were all kind of a little nervous of how it was
Yeah.
gonna go.
hmm
And dude, it's still on. And do you
Still
know what it's up
going.
to right now? I haven't
Still
checked in
going. I'll check
a
right
little bit.
now.
It's
Still going.
we set an original goal for $1,000, and we all set in a group chat.
Mhm.
And the first thing DC goes, he's like, "Guys, I want to shave my mustache for this. What do you think is a reasonable goal?" And we were like 2000 might be pushing it, so
2000
we
was too far.
yeah, we all came together for $1,000.
Yeah.
Well, we I almost like we insulted the community a little bit because they completely not only did they destroy 1k, then we upped it to 2, they destroyed that, then 2.5, then
You
3.
want to know what it's at right now?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Take a guess. Just take a wild guess.
4700.
4,805.
4,805, and we still have 2 more hours of Chimeri, and then we have full stream of Greg. Go
Mhm.
get her, Greg. So I think
That's
it's.
a lot.
I never thought that we would be able to get to 5,000, man. To be able to say we raised $5,000 as a community is going to be insane because we're going to hit 5,000. I can feel it. Like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So
I won't let us not hit 5,000. So
yeah,
it
it's like
comes down to it.
it's
Okay.
5 minutes before, and then whatever the number is, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna dig into that PayPal and send it that way. So we're hitting 5K, and then tomorrow we'll be able to celebrate as a community with $5,000 to help St. Jude's Children's
Crazy.
Research Hospital. It's
It's
amazing.
crazy to believe it's just like our community on Twitch, like the Star Wars Battle for just like one community in Twitch made this happen. And it's kind of crazy to me because we're such a small pea in such a large pod, and it's
Yeah,
just beautiful. It's just beautiful.
the original concept of creating the Guardians of the Order was to take 9 small communities, and then we bring them together for one larger goal, and we finally could achieve that in our first real event. So I mean, and we have many more of these planned.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's
there's so
gonna
much
be
I have
exciting.
planned. Like, we have not only for Guardians of the Order do we have a lot left, but we also have Vader's Fist that we have like a lot of events to incorporate that I've been kind of brainstorming ideas, and I just got the vaccine this morning, so like I know I'm gonna be kind of out of it the next few days. So that's actually stuff I'm planning on over these next few days. It's just a lot of things that I really want to do, and events planned for Vader's Fist, for Guardians of the Order, for future events, and just overall, just our communities, because we were able to do something I never thought we'd be able to do, and it's beautiful. It kind of just shows though, like what kind of community this is, and it was the words that were shared. If you read, if you go on the actual site where you see the donations, and I can share that, there's messages attached to a lot of them. Some of the messages that were sent and what this community means to certain people was just so beautiful.
If you want to bring some of those up, we can. Yeah, it's just we can finally do something that's bigger than everybody in the community too. Like that's just like I was in the military, and I've always wanted to do something where we can actually do something to, a force for change is what Star Wars likes to call it on their website.
Yeah.
And that's finally what we could do and use Star Wars to do it. Like if we would have done this on like say Christmas or something, a holiday that, it's as important to everybody, but May 4th is like something near and dear. It's very special to all of us. So I think May the 4th, it was a perfect day to do this. And we came together as a team because if we wouldn't have done a charity event, we would have been stepping on each other's toes. Everybody would have had a plan, watch parties. It would have spread the community thin, and then it wouldn't help anybody. So we came together for one cause instead of ourselves, and I can't wait for next year, man. We have to beat 5,000 next year somehow, some way. We got to go for
We'll have a lot of special things planned.
Yeah, we got to go at it again.
What a great cause.
So many.
Great job.
So many, man.
Answer. It's just all these messages are so special.
We will go through the Guardians together at some point, and we'll send a special thank you to everybody that donated, whether it was a 5 or the top dono. So if you donated and left your name, we're definitely going to reach out to you and thank you, and we greatly appreciate that. So, and just remember, if you haven't donated yet, you still can. Chimeri's currently streaming. That's where we're gonna head it right after this podcast. I want everybody.
We're basically gonna raid Chimera.
Yeah, we're gonna raid Chimera. Somehow we'll figure it out, and then after that, he's gonna raid Go Getter Greg, and Greg's gonna take the ship from there. Or who knows what we can achieve once we
literally take the ship from there, because I think he's gonna be streaming Sea of Thieves tonight. Yeah, it's just beautiful, and I've done charity events before, and this is just like it was so special because a lot of us, this is our first charity event to be able to do. And I've always said that, like, one of the things like people ask about charity events, like if you're streaming, like how do you set that up? And I've always had to make sure that the charity event is meaningful to you, and using this application we use called Tiltify, and using all of us where this kind of charity has like a, how to explain it, has a significance to each of us in a way possible. We've all dealt with something in our personal lives before this week, dealing with cancer and etc. So this was beautiful, and I'm just so happy we were able to make this happen.
Yeah, man, we were all in agreement on this charity, so it's one everybody kind of knows, just the term St. Jude. Everybody kind of knows it's for an amazing cause, and it's just one of those things. Like it's like I know it's kind of like we're speechless, man. Like I don't have words for it. Chimera was doing it on his stream. I've never been like actually nervous on stream or the podcast or anything like that. But whenever, like, it was like 5 minutes before the stream started yesterday, like I was like, oh my gosh, like I got like real nervous, and I was like, why am I so nervous for this? Doesn't make any sense. Like you've rated me so many times now. Like I knew the raid's coming. I know it's going to be there. Yeah. And I was like, man, it's because it's like I want this to be successful, not the stream, but the charity in itself. And when those donos started coming in, and we'd already reached the goal at that point, but the more came in, I was like, oh, this is it.
I didn't expect us to reach the goal. I was not expecting that like so fast. I was like, what? I thought it was gonna get like maybe by the end of yours, maybe at the end of Chronix. Yeah. But that was really special, and it was a day I'll never forget. I think it was just the most special May the 4th. Come on, the watch party before the night we did that before as well. Yeah. Did the watch party as well for Bad Batch, which we'll talk about, which was phenomenal, by the way. Like, we'll kind of enter the spoiler zone, but we will be speaking about Bad Batch today, about our thoughts on the episode and everything. Yeah. We're
gonna go in depth on Bad Batch. So if you haven't watched the episode, you're gonna have to do that. We're gonna get in that pretty soon. Maybe a few more things. We're going to talk about May the 4th merchandise, and we'll do Bad Batch at the end. So when we do, we'll make sure you tell you it's a spoiler. But we're going to do a Funko giveaway of your choice of a Bad Batch. So the only way to get that, you have to be in chat. So just remember that. So if you haven't seen Bad Batch and you want the Funko, you want spoilers?
At the end. And basically how it'll go is similar to how we do it on stream. And you'll have the option to choose between...
Yeah, are you getting them pulled up?
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. I did not know there's an Omega one.
I didn't know that one. But yeah, if you want to go Omega too, so
I was literally pulling up a picture, and it's only at Target. Okay,
Target exclusive. Well, there you go. I didn't know that. So
wow. Okay. I'll show you right after. I didn't even know that. I'll show you right after. Hold on. Let's. It's between these 5. So everybody in the chat will be able to choose between one of these 5. Those that winner.
You got Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Crosshair, and Echo. So we can help you complete the collection. That's $50 right there.
Because you're not going to believe this. I'm actually surprised they made it this fast. Like, they did not waste any time. Look at that.
There you go.
It's only a Target. That's really
Target exclusive. So
looks really cool.
Yeah, we'll get into Omega talk and what your opinions on it here very shortly. But some other Star Wars news, like, was there anything on May 4th? Well, let's just address the elephant in the room. What did we not get on May 4th? Pretty much anything that didn't involve around merchandise. Like gaming.
What did we not get? Yeah.
Gaming, TV show news, movie news, not even a hint to anything. And, we try to stay as positive as we can on these podcasts, but we do have to address things when they come up.
Yeah.
May 3rd, they had a full Phase 4 Marvel teaser. They did Black Widow teaser. They announced a Doctor Strange game. Yeah. They had, all these movies, and they gave them release dates and everything all going through next year. And then May 4th, the chosen holiday for us Star Wars fans, and we didn't get any type of
any major news.
Yeah, nothing. And I guess I thought that they were like, well, maybe Bad Batch is enough, which I mean, it is kind of greedy. We did get a brand new 75-minute Bad Batch episode, but I think on May 4th, we need something, man.
Okay, question for you. What have we gotten over the last few years? In my memory. What have we gotten over the last few years in terms of May the 4th?
Last year was nothing. It's back to back May the 4th to point.
Because that's what I'm saying. I didn't remember anything from last year in terms of the news, because that was also when Siege of Mandalore released. Maybe that was their replacer for news. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I did want to share something.
I don't know, man. It's like I thought a Fallen Order 2 trailer, just a tease or anything, even like Boba Fett just walking down a hallway would have been cool, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, it's Boba Fett.
Did they release a Leia's Legacy Saber?
Yeah, they announced it's going to be a Leia's Legacy Saber for Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, so there was a like in merchandise. If you have a lot of cash in your wallet right now, I mean, it was an awesome May 4th. But
I didn't know that. I'm just seeing that right now. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. Okay, so I did miss a few things then.
Yeah, and I missed the Omega one. The rumor was it was going to be a Rey from the yellow saber, Rey's yellow saber. That was what it was supposed to be, but instead they went with Leia's saber. So I'm assuming Rey's is going to be coming here, maybe at the Disney Expo that they do. I think in August. That's probably when they're going to release that. So
that actually looks. Wow. I'm actually like
it comes in a.
Oh, I don't know what's okay there.
But it comes in. It comes in a special box and it's wrapped in the same prop replica. There it is. Yeah, it comes wrapped in it, and then you can go in your backyard and bury it in sand if you'd like. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, makes sense. That's really cool.
The other things too that were released, something that you're thinking about getting the sideshow collectibles. I already have that one pulled up. I can go ahead and get it.
Okay, yeah, you got that. Okay,
it's very expensive, so be prepared when I bring it up. So don't like have a panic attack. But the quality of it is amazing, though. That's the key thing.
You said you could do it in separate payments, so
yeah. So it's $560, but the quality it's the same company that made Grogu here, and it's gonna be about 20 inches tall, so it'll be as big as like a PC, man. It's crazy. Like you'll need its own cabinet or centerpiece for it. So
I'm definitely gonna be getting it. I want it like really like right up here. Like
we just look at the
Ahsoka Funkos. I want it replacing them. I just want it like on larger than my PC. That's insane.
Well, my first premium format, I've had 3. I have 2 now. I sold my first one was Darth Malgus. I sold it because it was a good profit. I bought it for $325 at the time, and I sold it for $800. Then I have Chewbacca and I have Commander Cody, and they are really like the centerpiece over here of my collection. Like they're just phenomenal. The detail, the size of the presents, it's second to none. And they normally nail the alien or trooper like type of sculpts. Yeah. And I think Ahsoka's super well done. I like this model.
You got yours, right? You ordered yours?
I've not ordered this one yet. I'm going to. I need to log in and see how, because you get reward points too. I imagine you're going to get like $40, $50 worth of reward points for this. So yeah. Jeez. And it comes hang on.
Wow.
Where is it? I guess it's not in this one, but it comes with like a little side piece and everything, so it's really nice.
Yeah. And I'll show you this. This is also what was released yesterday, just so we can like break it through real quick. A few figures that were released. Jawa from the Mando. Echo. It's really nice. I'm really happy they did that. Ewok. Death Star droid. Oh my gosh.
That fan vote was out. It was between Star Killer Ahsoka and the Republic Commando from the Old Republic, and the Old Republic Commando won. So they beat out Ahsoka and Star Killer. That was a surprise.
Dang, that's really interesting. Endor Luke, Tusken Raider.
A lot of people are excited about that Endor Luke one.
Prototype Boba, yeah, I'm happy they did. Prototype Boba, Prototype Edition. That's actually really cool. They made a mod for this as well. They actually released it on Nexus. It really is nice. Prototype Boba. A Flame Trooper, the Night Brother Warrior, which kind of confused me because I was like, oh my gosh, how are they going to add this and not Savage? But like, it's so nice though. Night Brother Warrior, and a Mandalorian Death Watch electronic Black Series helmet. It's really cool as well.
Here's the big problem with that one, and Boba Fett will attest to it. So the original one that came out was, of course, Boba Fett. And then the next one they released was the prototype, the all white one. And me and Boba both have those. And when you get it and you look real close and you put it in the right light, you can see the indentions of Boba Fett's helmet. So it's a repaint. And I can guarantee you that one's a repaint too, which is, it is what it is. But it's just their way of saying, hey, it's a new product, but it's not. It's just
they've done that before. If you look, okay, you see this shock trooper, right? That's what they made, a literally the exact same Black Series figure with the Kaminoan shock trooper with just gray. And no one's ever seen those before. But they added in the Bad Batch. I don't know if you noticed, like the Kaminoan security guards.
Yeah.
It's literally a shock trooper with just gray. And no one knew who that was because no one's ever seen any of them. And they were just added to Bad Batch. But
good old shock troopers. And Admiral, what's his name again? Admiral, right there. Rampart. I'm actually not too familiar with him.
I don't know who that is, but hey, looks nice, Imperial officer, and it comes with a mouse droid. I'll take it.
I know the mouse droid more than him, so
yeah, exactly. That's about it. So nice though.
I'd rather have a mouse droid mod in Battlefront than him.
Yeah, the Night Brother looks really cool. Hopefully we get a Savage one day. These are the gaming greats. This is from Jedi Fallen Order, so
we will. I mean, he's a fan favorite. But short lived, but a fan favorite, and they have a premium format of him too. It's an older one.
Yeah.
But
really cool though.
With that, I mean, that's all there really is.
That was really it. Yeah, and the Bad Batch Funkos which we just reviewed. I'll show you. There was a. They already released all the Bad Batch Black Series, correct? All of it was already released, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been on pre-order for a little bit, so it's not new, but I think more people are just realizing it's out there now because of the Bad Batch hype. So they just like,
that's it for the most. Oh, the Iden Versio Funko.
Yeah, they have the Iden Versio Funko is real. I ordered two, so it doesn't come out till August. So I ordered one for myself
and helmet.
I'll do a giveaway.
Yeah. I'll show you that. Is that right now?
Yeah, and then there was also a Darth Nihilus Funko reveal, but there was no image. It's going to be on pre-order soon, and also one of the clone commandos. I forgot. I think it's Boss is the one that they picked.
I'll show you right now. Yeah. So there's 4 Funkos that are going to be released.
Yeah, I definitely need it.
So we have Iden Versio, helmetless and helmet, Boss, and Night Brother. So,
yeah, and then the Star Killer. There's no image, but Star Killer is going to be released too.
That's really good. I'm glad.
Yeah, so it's the EU edition. So they have the Darth Malak, the Darth Revan. Assume they're going to have Jedi Revan and Bastila, and the next ones are going to be Nihilus, Star Killer, and then the clone commando Boss. So
all right, good. We need that. But so are you gonna have your Iden Funko? It'd be like, haha, this is my max. You can have Revan and Iden. Haha, these are my max.
I could. I see a lot of people put a Funko inside of their PC. I'm thinking about doing that. I don't know.
I wanted to do that. Trust me, I wanted to. But I feel like somehow my PC is gonna overheat. It's just
melt it. And you wake up and Ahsoka's melted inside your PC.
I actually got a new Ahsoka Funko Pop. So obviously, I have this one, Season 7, Trace and Ratha, Season 7, Siege of Mandalore. I actually finally did it, and I ordered the Padawan one, and this came in the other day. So I like this one a lot. One of my favorites. I know High Jet, I just got that one as well. So looks really, really nice. It's actually one of my favorite ones now. Obviously, aside from the UT Toy Fan autographed one.
The powerful
80.
one.
Yeah.
And he got the stream started off right, and then JT Star Killer and Chrissy Bacon followed in suit with him.
It was so amazing.
He's just, dude, he's something else, man. And he donated in your stream too, correct? Or was it just? I think he was just waiting for. Either way, I knew it was coming, man.
He's amazing.
I never asked him to do anything, but I just knew where it was going, man. Because he was real quiet all day.
Yeah,
I'm like, what are you being sneaky for?
I know.
And then, of course, JT's in the chat right now, and he was right behind him. And then we blew Argo out of the water as soon as you brought it over. Yours started going up real quick. Once it started popping, the charity go just boom, 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 boom. It's
I
like
was like,
people feed off each other.
I was like, okay, well, 500 would be a fun goal because it was 370 when we came into our stream, but we left at 1,915. And D Jordan was saying that, well, I added 85 to make it 2,000. And this is the crazy part. So I said, the top donor of the stream will be able to get a free Black Series figure. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
I have to still look back on everything specifically, but as it looks, Bad Mads, D Jordan, and Mando around are all tied at 300 each. So I have to really make. I'm gonna make like a special event or a competition.
Somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to go into Go Getter Greg's stream or Chimera stream right now and donate $1 just to get to the whatever the next one.
I did a specific stream, but I'll make something. I'll make something special. Maybe like some 1v1s of Battlefront. So I don't know. I'm coming up with something, but yeah.
So we all put this alert on our OBS. If you're a streamer out there, you know exactly what we're talking about. You have to get you have to go get a web browser and then you implement it into OBS and then it'll appear on your stream. Mm-hmm. We have this layout where it says the earnings for the charity, mm-hmm. and then it has an alert. Well, Fawn was I couldn't hear it, and Bo was like, "Is the alert working?" So I pull up my OBS to make sure, and I don't know, about 5 minutes goes by, and my headset was turned up all the way, and you just hear like this gong noise, and I'm like, what the, like, it scared because I didn't realize that I still had my OBS on, and I immediately go to chat, and then Bo was typing away, and we both heard it at the same time. Like, it's working, it's definitely working.
I know, it was like a jump scare. I kind of made it to make it like a jump scare, so you, like, anyone who plays it gets a little afraid. I did that on purpose, and I put like the Jedi Temple guards. Like,
it's literally yesterday. I got off work at 6 a.m, went to sleep at 6:30, woke up at 10 to get in Palma's stream, and I'm sitting in my desk like slouched over like this, and then that noise comes. I literally jump out of my chair. I was like, dude, just scared the hell out of me. But at least we know it worked at that point. And then for whatever reason, we just couldn't hear it at the time. So
from us and all the Guardians, we'll be doing something special as a thank you. But we can't ever thank everybody enough for yesterday. And it's the crazy part is it's still not over. That's the insane part. But
you'll probably get like Boba feet pics or something, you know, like his actual feet. If that's what you guys want, we'll send that out for the donos or we can like secure DC's stash that he shaves tomorrow. We can secure that and then just part it out ways to the highest bidder. So
you know how I said it was what 4,815? Well, it's 4,895 now. So I had to check it. Yeah. So it's 105 away from 5,000. So that's pretty amazing. So can't ever thank everybody enough for making yesterday what it was and so special, and today as well. I really wanted to. I wasn't going to stream today because of the vaccine and all that stuff, but it was two things. I was like, well, number one, okay, this unlimited power event is really, really fun. I was playing for 12 hours yesterday. I was like, okay, I got to keep playing it. And number two, I also wanted to give the love to Chimera for his stream, and he's doing amazing. So, and we're going to be kind of raiding him after this podcast, so it'll be fun.
For sure.
We should all go in like inside the Holocron raid or something like fun like that. We should make
we were just chilling last night. We got in a voice call to talk about the charity, and then we started playing the event, and then we noticed that a bunch of Vader's Fist were streaming, so we just sent out invites, and we had like just a random community event in a way that wasn't even planned. And I know Heath, Bad Mads, there's a bunch of people in there, and it gets hectic, man. When you have that many heroes on a map and people who know how to play the heroes, it's just so like fun. Whenever I was getting Iden or Leia, it was just an intense game mode. Like, I wish it was something that we had about once a month. I think would be fine, or every 2 weeks. But mention the play
about it. And I can pull that up before we dive into Bad Batch. There was tweets about it, and the devs, basically like the quote unquote the former devs, I guess you can call it, those that used to work on the game, were mentioning how like they would kind of look into possibly look back on adding it back for like 1 month. It was like it's not impossible. They literally said it's not impossible to do it, so we can be looking at that, and I'll show you.
There we go.
Tweets.
And we just hit 5K.
5K. Oh my gosh.
We have done it.
So crazy.
5,000 Republic credits.
Crazy.
Donated.
We actually did that.
Dude, that's insane.
It's actually insane.
To be
Wow.
able to do this, like I knew I was gonna get there, but now it's like now that it is.
It was bad meds, wasn't it? It was bad meds, wasn't it?
Let's go,
Us
man.
announcing it made it finish.
Oh my gosh, she's like, it's at 5K now.
That's so amazing.
That's awesome.
Oh, this is the best day ever.
So bad meds. We'll bring the name up on the screen. Here we go. Thank you so much for that last donut to get us over the hump to the 5,000 mark. Like I said, this might, if you're listening to this podcast, it sounds quiet because I mean, I just don't. There's no words to describe it. Like I just don't get it. Like I don't. It's just 1,000. That's what we thought. Now we have 5.
I know. It's insane. It's just such a beautiful community.
We could almost buy our own ship with that. That's how much we raised. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
we could own Battlefront 2 now.
Yeah,
we can make things the way we want to. Don't you say?
Well, the next charity event, buy Battlefront 2. So
save Battlefront.
Yeah.
So this right here is a tweet that was shot out today, and a shout out to Battlefront updates. And the devs, Ben Waukee said, "Oh, I'm still worried about having it too frequently." Director Chronic said he would love to see it. I'll give him a favorite. But this was the main response here. Oh, he said, Chronic said it again. I'll give him another favorite. He said, the chance of us adopting this as part of the regular rotation of events is quite slim, but it isn't impossible. We aren't looking to make any changes to the current rotation of events, though. Perhaps depending on community response, maybe, but we'll see. General development on the game has finished. Anything that happens is purely off the backs of a few hard Star Wars fans that want to see these events happen. Hello, that's us. So we bunched together and tried to sort things out while also working on our real job. So what they're basically saying is it's not impossible. It's slim, but it's not impossible. And if there's one thing in Star Wars, like
if you have Twitter, find this thread and just start posting and liking things. So it's got 321 likes. I'd imagine it needs to get to a couple thousand. So we're a long way away. Yeah, tweet. Send that tweet. I would. It's a long stretch. I actually made the comment in the voice call last night. I said like, who would we need to reach out to and prove to them that we want this event? Because, and I named I said that as Ben Walker still a part of EA, and y'all were like, no. And then here he is, tweeting on our behalf, kind of. But at 321 votes, that's not enough to get anyone's attention. I mean, I would say they would need multiple thousands of likes.
We can make a petition,
yeah. But even then,
I was thinking of the site. What's the site? It's like there's certain sites where you can do that.
Yeah, just like go petition.org or something like that. But even then, is it enough? Like let's say it got 10,000 signatures. It's like, do they care enough to be like, well, okay, we'll give them this event? I mean, I just feel like it has to be more than just words on a social media platform, and I don't know how we can show them. I really don't. I mean, if anyone else has an answer, I mean, I think anyone. If we can bring in ideas, I mean, I would love to join in. I mean, the last thing I remember on Twitter was the Save the Battlefront 2 hashtag. It got a lot of retweets, like that particular hashtag, but it failed eventually. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Could definitely plan that up.
It wouldn't hurt to not tweet, is what I'm saying. But
before we get into Bad Batch, last thing again, just thank you for everyone over these last few days. It's been so special, and the things that we have planned are just so exciting. We talk a lot off stream, and we were in a voice call all night just playing the event last night, but also really talking about the future, a lot of fun stuff. So we're super excited, and overall, we just can't ever thank everybody here enough for everything.
Vader's Fist members, we're going to plan some stuff as well.
Boba's doing a Mario Kart night.
Yeah. Mario Kart nights. I mean, we're going to have a lot. We're going to try to plan a lot just to collaborate more and get things rolling. And this was definitely a step in the right direction. I think we're all pretty excited.
Yeah.
With that being said, we're going to move into the super spoiler section of the podcast. So if you haven't watched Bad Batch, I would be very wary of the next 30 minutes or so. So
and we will be doing a giveaway right after that. So
yeah, a Bad Batch Funko Pop. You can choose your favorite character in Bad Batch, and we'll get that ordered for you. It will be a pre-order, so you'll just have to wait a little bit. Yeah. So we did a watch party. We went to the Guardians of the Order Discord, and we hopped in the watch party, and it was popping. There was a lot of people there, and You just start off. The first thing I noticed immediately was the animation. I was like, this is as
Phenomenal.
real as a cartoon can look. Is what it was. It's what it was to me. So I like how they keep the same intro. I love the voice actor, the announcer
Admiral
for it.
Lauren. I know.
Yeah.
I'm so happy they still had him for that. That was really cool. That threw me off. It made it feel like actually Clone Wars, you know. Not only did they up the animation quality from season 7, I thought season 7 couldn't be beat. Well, they did it even further. They went even further with it, but on top of that, it was just like it felt like Clone Wars. It was Clone Wars season 8. Like it felt like Clone Wars season 8. There was no difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's just cool how quick it goes. It's like there's not a time jump. It's right there. Like it just gives you that like we're still here. We're still in the Clone Wars. This is Bad Batch, but we're still in this storyline.
Yeah.
I thought there was originally going to be a time jump. I thought we'd get Order 66, and then right from there, I thought we were going to go into the Imperial era, but we didn't. It was just literally all right there in the span of 1 to 2 days after you had Order 66, and then you had 1 to 2 days after.
Yeah. There's something about like Star Wars, you know, in terms of like, I don't know if you've noticed this trend that they do. I think this is like a Dave Filoni thing. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I've noticed this trend. Okay. So you know how like, all right, I'm going to take Siege of Mandalore. I'm going to take the Mandalorian episode with Ahsoka, and I'm going to take the Bad Batch premiere. You've noticed a trend with these three, what they have in common. A big event, right? Okay, so we were thinking for weeks when we were talking about Bad Batch, what's going to happen? Did they execute the order? What happened during Order 66? How long before will it start at Order 66? So much was going through our head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mandalorian Ahsoka episode. When are we going to see Ahsoka? How is she going to appear for the first time? And then Siege of Mandalore. When are we going to see Revenge of the Sith take place? Order 66. If you notice a trend between all three of them, there's no time wasted. They just do it right away. Like everything is just like on the spot. Like as soon as the credits roll out, it's like on the spot. They don't waste time. And then as a fan, you're like, oh my gosh, like we're already here. Like this is insane. And I don't know what but it makes like it gives excitement. You know what I mean? It's exhilarating like for fans when they see that. And I've just noticed that. I don't know. And it was really cool because when I was like watching Ahsoka in The Mandalorian, I was expecting to see her like midway later in the episode. And like we saw her right away at the start. And same thing with this, like Bad Batch, Order 66 happens like within like 2 minutes.
It's it's just like it gives you something like you have to like want to watch the show. If you already know what happens, then you're not going to get excited for it. And I made a comment earlier. I was like, this is one of the first Star Wars anything where even me, somebody who just religiously reads Wikipedia and just dives deep in, I don't know what's going to happen in these 16 episodes. Like I know the story, I know the end game, which is Rise of Skywalker, years and years and years and years and years away. But this particular 16 episode arc, I don't know who's going to make it through. I don't know who's going to get killed. I don't know where they're going to go with it. I don't know anything about Omega. I don't know who's going to appear, who's going to help him. We already got Saul Guerrero episode 1. I mean, who's next? You know, where can they go from here? It's
Rex,
it's one of those things.
There's a few. So, but there's going to be also cameos that weren't mentioned. I have no doubt we'll see Vader. I have no doubt we'll see Vader at one point. That's just fan service right there. They did it at the end of season 7 of Clone Wars. They didn't have to do that, but they did it. They gave it us. The episode overall was just phenomenal to me. The animation was amazing. It was beautiful.
I gave it a 9.5, but I'm taking it down to a 9. Sad to say, and we're gonna get into that in a few seconds. What was did you think it's a perfect episode, or what was your initial flaws with?
I think that
we're just nitpicking here, guys.
I mean, I feel like for any premiere of any series, I think it was perfection to me. I don't think it could have been any better way. The only thing that I thought maybe like had slow moments here and there, like just a tad, but overall it was just high-packed action for the most part, and that's kind of what I like in Star Wars. You know, I like that high-packed action. I don't know if you've noticed, but like, you know, like Mandalorian, right? Like Mandalorian season 2, episode 1 was like a 45-minute episode.
Yeah.
They had like its slow parts, you know, when they met what was his name? Cobb Vanth and all that. They had its slow parts, but it had its high intense, and at the end it was just a big cliffhanger. You know, with this, I feel like it was 75 minutes and it was a lot of action packed, but there was occasional slow moments. I think I would have liked to see more of like the during Order 66, like right as it was happening, a little
Yeah.
bit more, just to see like even more point of views. But that was it, honestly. Other than that, I think it was perfect. It was beautiful to me. I rated 10 out of 10 for me. It was amazing.
I'm gonna send you a picture real quick. For some reason, my screen share is not working. But for the Order 66, this is why I dropped it. So the reason it was a 9.5 was the voice acting. My only two gripes with the whole episode is Caleb Doom. The first one is his voice acting. He sounded like a grown man, and he's a kid. I was like, well, that's a little weird. It was, and people were. I thought I was just being really picky, but the group chat like commented it on the watch party, so I was like, okay, I'm not just being weird here. Like he really sounds like his voice didn't match his body. And the second thing was the comics are supposed to be canon, and the Order 66 with Depa Balaba and Kanan have already been written and shown on a comic book, and it's completely different in this show. And it's kind of the same, but there's big glaring differences. So it's kind of what brought it down to a 9 for me. Like, why would they go against their own already established canon? And I just sent it to you in the Discord.
Okay, perfect.
So what happens in the Kanan comic is they're surrounded by shock troopers, and they just got out of a fight, and they're on Kalar, so that part is right.
Mm-hmm.
And Depa kind of gets like the Order 66 vibes about to happen. So she pulls out her lightsaber, Kanan pulls out his lightsaber, and they go toe to toe with these clones, and they take out like 6 or 7. And finally, she's like, we can't do this, but I'm going to stay here and hold the ground. And Kanan, you're going to run. Caleb Doom, you're going to run. So she tells him to run. Go, Caleb, run. I'll be right behind you. Run. That's her last words. And he says those words even in Rebels. So as the Grand Inquisitor asks him, he's like, hey, what was your master's last words? And he said, run. So they got that part right. But I guess when they added the Bad Batch, they had to change a few things. But like, come on, why would we do that? It's already established.
Yeah, I agree. I'm looking at what you sent me. Yeah. It was beautiful, though, seeing him as a kid, though.
Yeah, if you just want to screen share that and I can bring it up.
Gotcha.
I don't know why mine didn't. It just stopped working for some reason. Yeah, it says I have to reload the page to get my screen share.
I can understand how that could be frustrating. Like, I could understand your point of view on that. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is an established canon. So it's pretty much like we get a book, and they just took the book and said, nope, we're not doing it. So that's the only reason why I brought it down to a 9. It's still the same. She still says run. He still gets away. They just added the Bad Batch to the canon mix, and it works out. So
yeah.
But people do need to know that they can retcon anything that they want.
Well, they did that. They did that in novelization as well. Like if you read the Revenge of the Sith novel, like Rise of Skywalker novel, they have things added that wasn't supposed to be there technically.
Yeah.
Like okay, I don't want to get too deep in it, but the Rise of Skywalker, right? Like the kiss action between Ben and Rey, they describe it in the book like it was totally different. Like it was like quote unquote as like friends. Yeah, it was like there were some details that were like there was more things added to the book than there was in the film. You know what I'm trying to say? They kind of did that with the Ahsoka book as well, the 2 chapters that I read of it in the beginning. But they did like it's quote unquote it's not canon. Beginning of the Ahsoka book, but there was like between the duel between Maul and Ahsoka, there was things like Ahsoka said something to Maul, like saying like, "Oh yeah, like, he's like, aren't you like you're not a Jedi anymore?" And he's like, and then Ahsoka's like, "Oh yeah, well, like too bad. I'm like too good. I'm only finding half a Sith or something like that." And like that was obviously not what was said in Siege of Mandalore, but like it was twisted a little bit. So I don't think things are going to be like exactly accurate.
Yeah,
but I do understand how that could be frustrating. The fact that this is quote unquote canon. And,
they I guess the reason I'm okay with it is because it still had the same end result. Like nothing really changed except for some minor lines and a couple of clones didn't die. Yeah. That's really it. So I think it would have been okay. The Kanan comic book is just so good. That's what makes it like dang it. If it was one of those, if it was a terrible comic book, then whatever. They just rewrote it, fine, get it out of here. But that scene in particular is really good.
What is the title of this comic?
Just Kanan.
Oh, that's what it's called. Just Kanan.
Just Kanan.
Okay.
So
cool.
Yeah, pick it up on your nearest bookstore now. So just Kanan. I forgot which one it is.
What do you want today? Just Kanan.
Yeah, Kanan. Because he'll go through. There's a couple Jedi temple ones where he's training, and then they go on a few missions, and then I think it's like halfway through the series is Order 66. So and then he grows up and they do a time jump.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll definitely be reading that then.
Um,
Then we moved in, and then
well, before we get there, yeah, Crosshair has the chip still. It's not as strong. His mutation has made it to where it's kind of damaged, but enough for him to he'll still follow orders with Hunter, but he's questioning everything from this point, and he's glaringly mad.
I already saw the hint at him turning. I mean, it was literally in the trailer. And I hate spoilers, but obviously Hasbro, and all that mess. But it was kind of already released prior, so I kind of knew he was going to turn. If you look closely at the trailer, you'll see him, with his new armor. But that was kind of not a surprise to me. However, they did make it apparent, like in the beginning of the episode, when he started to kind of disobey everything, go against everything. You kind of already got the gist, like, okay, he still has his ship. Like, this guy still has his ship. So that was.
I think he's the perfect choice because I personally think he's the most. You want him the most on your team. I feel like he does a little bit of everything, and they kind of was going that route during the simulation. Like without Crosshair, they would have got killed in that simulation. I know we're doing a little skip on that one. Yeah. And then also his voice is the most villainous voice of the team. So I think they made a perfect choice to pick him. And then I did make a comment. I'm going to get hate with this. Echo's a liability. He's a normal clone, he's just part machine and everything. Like there's nothing special about Echo.
Except done a whole lot. Yeah, we haven't seen it. I mean, I saw something. Okay. Crazy enough that you say that. Do you know there was an Echo Hot Toys figure released, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, there was. Okay. And a Hunter as well. It's not released, but Echo is.
Okay. If you look in the Hot Toys figure, right? And I looked into this. He has it comes with different components, like different pieces for him, like different variables for his arm and etc. and his hook. I think we're going to see more of what he brings to the table. Obviously, Wrecker brings strength. Tech brings IQ. Crosshair, prior to that, brought his incredible aim and sniping skills. Hunter brings his leadership. Everyone brought something to the table. It's like a TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, exactly. Yeah. And I think what we're still get to find out what Echo will bring to the table.
I'm waiting for it because he got beat up in a lunchroom fight.
However, his wits, though, if you do notice, his reactions to the thing are very quick. He was like, he got bad vibes from Tarkin. He's like, I remember that guy. I was on the Citadel with him. I was like, oh my gosh, that's right. He was on the Citadel with Tarkin, and that hit me in the moment. But he could, if someone knows a lot more about the regs, the clones, and etc., it would be Echo. So he could bring a lot of previous experience into this. And we're about to see. Okay. Jumping to I don't want to jump so much to the end, but there's quote unquote a character that we hear about at the end. It's like, I know a guy, right? They say that at the end. I believe we're going to see Captain Rex in this next episode. That's just my opinion. Yeah. My opinion aside, though, if Rex disappear, well, guess what? Echo and Rex are together. They're back band together. Well, something's going to happen where Echo brings something to the table here. You know what I mean? So I just want to know, we'll get into the end, like I said, a little later, but I would love to know also what their next steps are here. What do they take from all of this after all the destruction, not destruction, but all the mess they did at Camino. So,
that's what I was saying too. It's like, I have no idea what's going to happen in episode 2 or the next episode. So
they didn't really leave with the big cliffhanger. It felt like the end of a movie more.
Yeah.
In a way, like a happy ending. You know what I mean? I know what you mean. Right. Okay. Now that I see that, I see that.
Yeah, and it's good because now it's like, you don't know what's going to happen, so you can be excited. Like I'm excited for Friday's episode, and which is amazing. We don't have to wait 3 or 4 months. We just get another episode this Friday. Crosshair. Let's see, where are we? So we just got back to Camino, and then Crosshair's questioning the group, and then Omega is about to be introduced. But right before that, everything has some weird vibes on it, the Order 66, the Bad Batch is starting to notice that Order 66 was more than just killing Jedi. Everyone seems to be brainwashed at this point. And then Tech is like, hey, let's test this theory. So he bumps into one of the clones and he's like, get out of my way. And no respect to Tech's rank or that they're the Bad Batch, the most renowned Clone Force 99 out there. And then they're like, yeah, something's definitely up here. And it was like, are they being Was Order 66 a way to take the go-lucky clones and turn them into Imperial servants? And not just kill the
Took away all their
Jedi.
personalities.
Yeah,
for sure. Because when you see the clones, we saw this during Siege of Mandalore. Like when Jesse was on the comms, he was like, "We're looking for CT7567." It's like, why are they calling it by its clone number? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like this is Rex. They don't have personalities. Rex isn't a person. They're just numbers. You know. They're just numbers when this order is executed, when these inhibitor chips are activated. They're just numbers, and they don't. That's like it takes their personality away. You know what I mean? Like Rex wasn't Rex. These clones, like good soldiers follow orders. We've heard that before. It takes their entire personality away. So it does more than just go after the Jedi. It makes them slaves to the Empire, like servants of the Empire.
Yeah, and that's why you can't hate them, because they're being like, I'm not mad at Crosshair. I'm just like, gosh, I wish Crosshair didn't have the chip, because he's one of my favorites. So
Jesse broke my heart. I love Jesse.
Yeah,
and Jesse, obviously, in the end, I mean, gosh, that was actually like really emotional. But someone like Jesse, you would hate to see he was like the last friend of Rex. Rex lost everybody. He lost Echo. Well, they might be reunited now within this series, which is beautiful, but he lost Echo. He lost all the Domino Squad that they fell one by one. And now he finally has Jesse. He's trying to take Jesse. You don't have to do this. Like, it's okay. Yeah. And it's just crazy.
So we meet Omega. We knew about her. Like, we knew her name. We knew what she looked like. We knew her name. We knew all that. But what do you think of the character throughout the whole episode?
2 words, Force sensitive. That's all I think about her. She's Force sensitive. I pinned it. I pinned it in the watch party chat. I said it like, I'm going to literally look back on the time frame right now. The movie, it started at what?
2 Central Time?
It started at the dot. I said it 3:22. So I said it 22 minutes into the episode. I said, when we saw Omega for the start, I said, she's Force sensitive. That's it. I'm calling it now. She is Force sensitive. The reason why, what leads me to this theory is, who I think Omega is. I think that she is a female clone, right? Why else would she be on Kamino? They're not going to just transfer her over to Kamino.
Yeah.
I think she has a bigger picture in this. And this bigger picture that I believe.
And that's it, man. The
Call me
bigger
crazy.
picture.
Call me crazy, but I think that this is going to tie into Palpatine somehow. I don't know how or what. This is going to tie into Palpatine somehow.
Do you think that she's manipulated to have the Force, or do you think the kind of like a Jurassic Park type theory, how like life finds a way, the Force finds a way? Do you think that she was just born through the clone and then she just initially has the Force, or was it something that the
community? I think her donor was a Force user. I think there was a donor.
So you don't think she's a Jango clone?
No.
Like, so you don't think she's a female altered Jango clone at all?
No.
I was thinking
her accent. I don't see it.
I was thinking that they took Jango's clone or DNA and they just altered it to be a female. And then of course she just has, but then, she is blonde and has a different features. But I was thinking that she was still possibly a Jango clone, like a type of.
I don't think this has anything to do with Jango. I believe she's completely separate. I believe she has a separate donor on Kamino that's Force sensitive, and because she's Force sensitive, and because that's why she's an assistant to everybody in Kamino. That's what my opinion is on it.
And her name is Omega, and for those that don't know, that's the last letter of the Greek alphabet. So everyone's thinking it's the last, like she's the last clone.
Yes, there is something though. I did read. Oh gosh, I have to look back on this. Something crazy.
So chat's saying it's possibly a Palpatine clone.
Yes. Rex supposedly. I don't quote me on it. I read something along the lines where Captain Rex, his original name in the Clone Wars was supposed to be Alpha, and it's Omega, Alpha and Omega. It was supposed to be intentional. I don't know. Like, call me crazy, but there was something along these lines. I have to look. I'm gonna get an answer.
I remember seeing those articles. I refused to click on them just because I wanted to go into this episode like perfect. But now that we watched the episode, I remember seeing those. So that is true.
You might be right. Maybe it ties into Jango. I don't think it does though. I think she looks nothing like him, and there's no way. You know how I knew it? I got Rey vibes from this, and this is when I feel like same like Force Awakens. You know how Rey. Okay, let's look back. When she uses Han's blaster, when she when she flies the Millennium Falcon, and then Finn goes, "Have you ever flown before?" She's like, "I've never flown before," but she did so well because she's Force sensitive. Omega Crosshair somehow knocks Crosshair out basically.
Yeah.
Have you ever used a blaster before? I've never used a blaster before. It's just I don't know. I'm getting the same exact type of feel here. And something's just telling me that she's Force sensitive. I'm set on it. Nothing's changing my mind on it.
So I guess it goes back to our original question. Do you think so you're thinking that the donor, whoever's created, whoever spawned that she is, was Force sensitive? Or did the Force find a way? Because when you say that, it just makes my brain go. And then the chat was also saying, like, maybe this is their way of saying, like, how am I going with this? Yeah. Like, what's her end goal with this? Then is it are they trying to do more ties to the Rise of Skywalker for Snoke, or is this like the very beginnings of the Rise of Skywalker story arc with all these clones, or where do you think they're going to go with it, man?
It could be, but again, this might be a stretch. Me saying that it has to tie in with Palpatine. It might be a stretch, I believe it's too far to go in all the way deep into Rise of Skywalker. But if Palpatine foresees the future, then maybe they hinted at it. Maybe they could hint at it somehow.
So here's from all my reading and everything that has to do with Kamino, from reading the Dooku book and reading, some Clone Wars stuff. The only people that have ever been on Kamino would be Count Dooku, Sifo Dyas, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Jango Fett. If Palpatine had his own clone, or somehow they got DNA from Palpatine over there, the first thing he would do after the Clone Wars would end, he would send Tarkin and his shock troopers to pick up Omega, not put her in the little prison, right? Because they put her in the prison. So we're doing another little skip here. They've already been to Onderon. They see Saw Gerrera. We get back on Saw, but they put Omega in the. It's like they don't even know who Omega is. It's like, get out of here, you stupid little girl. Like, they just put her in the jail cell, and then Bad Batch comes. I feel like Palpatine would know if his DNA was taken, and he'd be like, "Hey, we have a liability issue. Go to Kamino right now. The Clone Wars is over. Pick her up, bring her back to me." And he didn't do that. Tarkin has no idea what's going on. He knows about the Death Star, but he doesn't know about a Palpatine spawn. So that's why I'm leaning back.
Maybe they didn't stress about her going anywhere, but now that maybe they're on a hunt for them now. Kind of like the Rebels feel. Remember how everyone was after the Rebels because of Ezra?
Yeah.
He was a Jedi. Well, maybe the Empire is going to be hunting after them now because Omega's there. We don't know yet until next episode, I believe, or the next few. But you're right. No, you're definitely right. That's actually a good point. So maybe nothing changing my mind that she's Force sensitive. I'm with it 100%.
Maybe she's
theories. Go ahead.
Maybe she's Dooku's DNA.
I saw theories that she's the armor.
So we just don't know. So the answer is we just don't know. That's what makes this season so good. We're going with Dooku, we're going with Palpatine, we're going with Rey's great grandma.
Yeah. The only thing I'm set on is that she's Force sensitive. Other than that, nothing else. I have nothing else that I'm like.
And my question is going to be the same all season. How is she Force sensitive? Is it the donor, or is it the Force found a way? Because if the Force is finding a way to, that means that means that she can't be the only one to me. Somebody, all these clones. I don't know, dude. It's a good topic to discuss and keep going.
The armor theory, I'm telling you, listen, it's a chance. I saw people think that she's Phasma. I'm like, no, there's no way. But there's a lot of theories. I'm trying to stay away from theories. The only thing I'm set on is that she's Force sensitive.
I mean, Gwendolyn Christie is a blonde female, so I mean that would be the most logical.
Maybe,
but
I hope she doesn't.
Then how do you halt? Because Rise of Skywalker was what, 20, 30, 40? Yeah, I mean, you would have to halt the cloning process. But when she looks like she doesn't have the aging type thing that the other clones have, because she's a kid and she's already smart. So
yeah,
going with
if she is in fact Force sensitive, then We never saw Phasma do any force. You know what I'm trying to say. So there's a lot of ways that
Right.
go up and down. You could speculate, but we really won't know until we keep watching, and we won't know until there's more episodes. And I want to get to know her more. I feel like she's such a fresh character. There's a lot of people are just saying things up in the air, but it is nice to kind of predict what's up with her.
So we'll rewind real quick. Do you think Saw Gerrera is going to be a normal part of this, or do you think that was just
I think
like,
he'll have another role.
here's,
No, no,
here's
no.
some fun?
I think he'll have another role. I think he'll be back.
So there's going to be an on type plot, or at least he's going to take his partisans, and looks like they're going to team up with a Bad Batch somehow. So maybe we get an Imperial fight.
It'll tie in because like I remember like I love that scene where he's like where Saw Gerrera was like, and you're supposed to be the smart one, like like that little sequence is like that's when they started to like I don't know, like I felt like the Bad Batch are like, oh wait, so it's not like this, oh it's not like that, and they were like it's like they were learning the truth, and of course Crosshairs, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I don't think Saw Gerrera is a big character. Saw Gerrera is the type of character that makes small cameos here and there. He won't have his own like focus around him, but he'll be back. He'll be back 100%.
He really is used in so much content, but like at little pieces, 5 to 10 minute segments is all he gets. And because I guess he doesn't deserve his own show in a way, but they're like he's good enough to at least give him roles. So
yeah. I mean, you look at Boba in The Mandalorian at the end of episode 1. You saw him for like 10 seconds. People were like, after that, oh, that's all we're going to see him for? Like, we're not going to see him ever again?
Yeah.
Oh, we did. We got him for a whole episode. So I'm sure we'll
show.
Yeah. And now he has his own show. And now he's like the star. Now he's the star. So we're probably going to get Saw Gerrera again. I have no doubt with that. But my hope, what I'm excited for, I'm just excited to see Fennec. I'm excited to see Rex. Those are the two things I'm most excited for because I know those are guarantees. And
those are confirmed. And it's like, what are their roads? What would the Bad Batch need with Fennec? And then where's Rex taking? How does Rex help them? Are they just gonna go and try to survive the galaxy now that they're on the run, or like what is Rex's grand plan now?
I don't know. I think Rex is going to be the character we see next episode. I believe Fennec. These are just my predictions. I'm just throwing them out there. I think Fennec is going to be hired by the Empire to go hunt them down as a bounty hunter. I feel like she's and then she kind of similar to others in the past. Like Mando when he was sent by to hunt down Ahsoka and they became friends. Like that kind of thing. I think it's going to be the same thing with Fennec. She's probably hired by the Empire. Kind of met with the Bad Batch, kind of went up against each other, but then like became allies, and then they worked together. And you know what I mean? I feel like she's going to be an ally.
Yeah.
Omega, Rex's daughter. Who knows? I don't think that deep. Maybe, but I am staying with this theory that she's force sensitive, and my lips are sealed after that because I need to see the rest. I need to keep watching. So that's it for me.
The music. So we talked about this a lot. You love the music in the stare down between Crosshair and Hunter. So let's talk about that scene real quick. I had so much Empire Strikes Back vibes from that when they're escaping from Bespin and they're trying to get to the ship and the doors closing and that's just like, man, this is Bespin but Bad Batch vibes right here. And then the stare down between Hunter and Crosshair with the new music.
Beautiful.
Man, it was perfect.
Knowing Kevin Kiner, this is what he did in season 7. He waited after every 4 episodes of Clone Wars to release it, so we're probably going to get the first 4 episode music scores, and that was similar to Mandalorian as well. Mandalorian had kind of the same thing. It was first 4 episodes and then last 4. So we'll probably get the
I can't wait to listen to it
really soon. Kevin Kiner is so talented. He did the music for season 7 of Clone Wars. And
it confirmed to me that whenever the climatic fight happens, if that's in the episode 16, there's gonna be a Hunter Crosshair to the death. One of them's got to go. So
possibly, yeah.
I mean, it was just perfect, man. They're like they're brothers. They're staring at each other. Like that's the Bad Batch's version of Kenobi and Skywalker. It's not as epic proportions because we love those characters, but it's their own little battle of heroes. And eventually, there's going to be a showdown, and I can't wait for it.
It's true. I'm super excited. I love Omega. I love the character so much. I really do. Like, it's so amazing. And
I haven't had one person just say damn, not for me. Not watching it anymore. Trash. Like I haven't heard one person say that. So and that's a good thing because
It's so close to Clone Wars. It's literally a Clone Wars season 8, and it's a fan's
yeah.
dream.
Because there was a few episodes, or like I've even heard some people say like they're not really a fan of Mandalorian, they watched it or whatever. But so far on this one, man, people are loving it. The animation's good, the music is good, the plot line is pretty much where we want. The reason I gave it a 9 out of 10 was I was nitpicking because I just don't. We have to have something to talk about, right? So I had to nitpick a little bit, but if we weren't doing this podcast, no one would ever know that I care about voice acting. So
Lulu,
my Lulu.
I always liked Wrecker. I liked him in Clone Wars, but I like him a lot more now. Like I the more I see him, the more we get of him, the more I like him. So really, really amazing as well. What a great episode, man! What a great way to start off the show. The first thing I said when the episode series ended, when the episode ended, I'm like, Star Wars is back. Like it felt like Star Wars is just back in action. It was a few months without Mando, without content, but it felt like it was back, and made me so happy.
The Wrecker. So some of the chat's talking about Wrecker. He is the exact example of why you don't rush in Battlefront or anything else, because that man gets shot so many times. Like, he was clipped. He was clipped in training. He's clipped, and then poor Lulu.
That was literally the Heroes Unleashed event in a nutshell. So,
man, yeah, we all had our Wrecker mod on, just going out with Chewbacca. So
amazing.
Lulu needs to be made a mod in Battlefront 2 so we can all carry Lulu around one day.
Can you imagine, like, oh my gosh, I could think about something funny, and I know Daz is here, like, if Chewie does like a ground slam, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just do a ground slam, you just see like Lulu throw up in the air.
Yeah, just crazy like that. Yeah, just Lulu confetti.
Yeah.
If Bad Batch is as successful as I think it's going to be, we'll have Lulu merchandise in Galaxy's Edge by the end of the year. So,
or like holding it like a whole, absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
Sure. They have the Jyn Erso doll. They're going to get Lulu out there. So,
yeah. So overall, amazing episode. You have it at a 9 out of 10. I have it at a 10 out of 10. Now that I'm like maybe 9.8, but I'm still at this 10. I don't know. It was just so
it's
amazing.
It's got to be a 9.9 now that you know about the Kanan.
It was that, and like I love. Now I'm thinking about the ending. I love the ending so much, but it was like I did want to leave on a cliffhanger. You know what I mean? But
and real quick, the ship is like, I didn't realize how badass their ship was. The sound of the ship, it looks amazing, man. Like it's immediately in the top 5 for me for the way a ship looks. Because I like my favorite ship is the Lambda class shuttle, and that thing is like a way cooler version. I don't think it could take the Lambda. I know I just said way cooler, but it has to grow me more. Like nothing can replace the Lambda. It's the original. It's the classic. But man, that one it's nice. I hope we see it in like actual action.
More interior as well, more inside of it as well.
Yeah.
Cool. I love it. So amazing. Can't wait for the next episode. It's actually going to be, so if you're in the US time, it's going to be late tomorrow night. So that's going to be awesome. And I want to
doing the watch party at.
We'll do it in the Guardian server, guys. So we'll do it in the Guardian server. I will share the Discord link for those that may not be in there. I'll share it like towards the end. We're going to do this giveaway right now. If you're good with that, Warrior.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
We'll do this giveaway real quick. So this is how it's going to work. Really, really simple. Show you guys right now. So it's going to be one of these 5. So the winner will be able to choose one of these 5 Funko Pops, and you will have the opportunity to choose one of these 5. So what we do is, just like a quick breakdown, we're going to spin a wheel. We're going to tell you guys something to say in the chat. We're going to spin a wheel. Winner. If you're in the US, you're good to go. If you're in the EU, UK, anywhere across the globe, across the world, you have to be okay with paying for international shipping. This will be a pre-order, so it'll be out soon. So you will be able to choose one of these 5. So that's the cool thing. And I will drop the Guardians of the Order Discord server. That is our stream team, guys, our Guardians of the Order. And just a side note, if you guys don't know, we did raise $5,000 for St. Jude. So we just achieved that on Chimeri's stream. And we're about to head over there in a minute.
We're all going to head to Chimeri's after this. And keep in mind, the Funko is a pre-order, so don't expect it in the mail. Just have to be very patient. But I'll order it on this website. It has collectors shipping, and we'll get it out to you. So it'll be perfect.
Okay. So what do you want the keyword to be?
Just type in the character that you want. So then we already know who you want when you win. Just type in one of those 5 names on the screen, and then we'll put it in the wheel, and then whatever you said on the screen is the one you'll get.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
And there's Chimeri right there.
Yeah.
ITH raid. We got a Bad
Yeah.
Mats Hunter. There we go. Hunter would be my choice too. Like if I had to get a Hot Toys or a statue or anything to represent the Bad Batch, you always got to kind of go with the leader. So I'm gonna pick Hunter. Lord Hot Taco Sauce with Hunter. Daniel with
Dark Saber Wielder.
Crosshair. Nightmare's going with the villain. Do it. Got another Hunter out there. Hunter's cool. Who's going to be the first to get the red ninja thing that he just has and be a cosplay? I actually have one of those from Street Fighter.
I messaged Greg last night. I was like, "What is it going to take?" Or this morning, I was like, "What is it going to take to get a Bad Batch like clone armor?" Because I was thinking about that Crosshair. A Crosshair cosplay would be my dream. And he was like saying, "How tall are you again? 6'7". It's not happening.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Okay, is that everybody? Everybody submitted?
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Well, he's outside of the Holocron, so it's just me now. You're stuck with me now. I'm just kidding. Make sure you guys type it in, and then I'll announce the winner in a second. Okay. Just check confirming Daz, Bad Mads, Lord Hot Taco Sauce, Nightmare, High Jedi, and H2. If I'm missing anybody, let me know. I think that's it. And I think we should be good to go. You need a mullet and a face tattoo like Hunter. He does have that, yeah. I feel like the tech cosplay. Oh my gosh, this guy. Look at this guy right here. Oh my
I'm the first. This is Street Fighter, but I'm the first Hunter cosplay ever.
There you go. There you go. I'll do Crosshair. You already have the Hunter down. Okay, GG is. It has to be a Hunter one winning now. Okay, let me share the screen, guys, so I can show you guys this. All right.
Let's do it.
Should be good to go. Oh, no, exactly. All right. Here we go. I'm going to count down.
3, 2, 1.
Let's do it.
He says, clip it. It is clipped. It's going to be on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, it's on the line. Nightmare got it by like a smidge.
The one Crosshair out there.
Nightmare got it by like a smidge. Nightmare got Crosshair. Let's go. Congrats, Nightmare.
He's got one by Godzilla Funko. He's just going to have like a Guardian collection of Funko Pops.
GG's Nightmare. Shoot us a message and we'll get that out to you.
Awesome. I already got it. So I already have your information, Nightmare.
So, on that note.
Yeah, on that note, when are you live next, my friend?
I don't know how I'm going to feel with this vaccine. I'm saying tomorrow, but if I'm not feeling well, we'll probably be back Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, just because I don't know how this vaccine. I feel okay now. My arm hurts, but like, I don't know. This is the second one. So I heard it takes 12 hours. So I might wake up tomorrow feeling like total nothing. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What about you, Hunter?
What am I wearing? I'm Hunter.
Yeah.
A clone. I'm the leader of Clone Force 99. Tomorrow I'm live tomorrow. We are gonna be playing the Master Chief Collection. We're gonna be venturing back to Halo. We might dabble in some Battlefront too, but we'll see. It's mainly gonna be Halo on that stream. We have the new screens. It was fantastic. If for those that missed it, I have it's a video on Lore Seeker. You can see the new screens and stuff that I've been working on. That'll be tomorrow at 3. If you feel good, you're going to stream. If not, you'll announce it in your Discord. Other than that, we will be back together in the watch party for Bad Batch.
I have an idea. Okay. What if we go into Chimeri's stream right now? Say inside the Holocron raid.
I'm bringing it up.
Hold on. I have an idea. This might work. Okay. Just made it inside the Holocron Twitch account. So just give me 1 second. Okay, hold on.
How'd you do it so fast?
I know. Let's just say okay. All right. Okay. The Chimeri. All right. So do you want to hold on? Hold on. Watch this. So everyone, if you're in here, right? If you have Chimeri's stream up, I have a dang ad. Do I have to sub from this account? Okay, it's fine if I do.
All right, I'm in there.
Okay, so this is what we do. So this is I shared my screen. You guys don't have to come to the channel. This is my inside the Holocron account. I'm just going to follow him and I'm just going to see his reaction. He's doing the charity, guys, for St. Jude. So make sure you guys support this. It would mean the world. as soon as I like follow, if you guys are there, just spam inside the Holocron raid, and we'll just have fun. Okay. Here, I'll just follow him and see what happens. He's gonna laugh his head off. He achieved 2,000 followers today on the stream as well.
He did.
So
he said, "Wait, you guys have a Twitch?"
He said, "You guys have a Twitch?" Okay, here we go. Everyone's saying inside the Holocron raid. Okay, this is hilarious. It wasn't even a raid, guys. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for such an amazing week and for the most amazing May the 4th ever.
Yep. For sure. We love you guys. We will be back in the watch party at 2 a.m. Central Time.
Tomorrow night. Yeah.
We're gonna be we're gonna go to Chimera's stream. We're gonna go the charity's not over. We're going to go get our Greg's right after. We'll have a fun night. And then yeah, we love you guys. We'll see you on Saturday. Peace.